Bladed Articles.
Hello and welcome to Bladed Articles. Today for you guys I have got a fox knives knife, and to be more precise this is a fox knives Suru, and this is the Heinnie Haynes edition of the Suru. Just a brief overview of the box. Comes with obviously their logo all on it, and it's pretty nice box in terms of boxes, how far boxes go, and you do get the warranty there, and obviously the Heinnie sticker slapped on there. So inside the box you get pretty much nothing else apart from this little package here, and I'll just move the box out of the way, chuck it, that'll do. So in the pouch, just a brief overview of the pouch, you get a made in Italy and obviously the fox logo. Now to be honest, this pouch, I'm gonna be honest, it sucks. It's all right on the open, but trying to get it to close is a bit of an arse, as you can see. Anyway, not that we'll be using it much because I haven't been using it much, but it does come quite lined in there, and it is nice for storing knives, and it's a case. It's a nice touch, you know, for £150. This is what this retails in at. You get obviously that, and you get your knife, and you get a piece of paper and a box, which is somewhere behind me, which I don't care about right now. Anyway, onto the warranty. Feel free to pause it and have a little look there. That is the English, and in the rest of this, all of this is other languages basically. So and the basic maintenance there. Feel free to pause that and have a look as well. So onto the blade. That is what you are all here for. I'll just move that out of the way too. You get a lovely baggie. Everybody loves a baggie. And here is the knife. Now I must say I purchased this second hand, and the gent who I purchased it from actually added this. However, I like it so much I left it on there, and to remove it I would have to cut it because it has been melted together on the end there, and I didn't fancy remaking it, so I just left it on there for you guys because it matches in quite well. However, like I said, it doesn't come with this if you were to get one. Not that you can now, because Heinnie, they're not available on Heinnie Haynes, unfortunately. I've seen a couple of these for sale, two to be precise, in the whole time I have been looking for one, and that was the black and bronze version, and also this one. So I missed out on the black and bronze one just because I was after this one, and I thought I'll kick myself if one of these comes up for sale and I don't get it. So that's why I saved myself and got this one. So the other one I think was around about £130 that was for sale that I saw, so that's sort of market price ish, but not too many to go on, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I paid £150, and from Heinnie Haynes, let me just grab the invoice that the gent kindly sent over with it. There we go. From Heinnie Haynes it's £149.95 direct, and yeah, there we go. Anyway, on to the colour and the scales. So this particular version is the titanium version with the blue. I do believe they are, I can't remember if they're aluminum. I think I might be wrong. I think that's too soft. Why am I saying that? I don't think they're aluminum, personally speaking. I know this bit at the back, I'm pretty sure this is aluminum. However, it may be titanium from the looks of things, but I can't find anywhere that says exactly what material this lanyard hole is made from, or the hardware for that fact. Only thing I came across was that the pocket clip was titanium too, and you do get a nice little ball on there for keeping it obviously in place, which is a really nice touch, and it leaves no hot spots in your hand, which is wonderful. It's just sort of like holding a little nice ball in your hand. Not that you do, but not that you hold balls in your hand, not saying that. I'm just saying it's, yeah, there's no hot spots on there whatsoever. Anyway, there is no jimping on here, unfortunately, either. You have just got a thick ass blade from the top here, and it does get slightly shorter going down width-wise anyway. So on to point number 3, which is the carry style, and you have probably noticed already, but this is coming in tip up right-handed carry only. Unfortunately, you can't change it, which is okay, but not at the same time. Obviously, if you're left-handed, you know, it might be a bit weird for you with that pocket clip. However, I have tried this left-handed, and to be honest, I don't notice it too much. The only hot spot I find is this little bobble here for a left-handed holding anyway. But other than that, it's, you know, the ergos, it's, you know, ambidextrous knife. This is definitely, I feel anyway. And onto the blade, and that is coming in at, let me get it right way around, M390. Now M390 is an absolutely lovely blade. It has got excellent edge retention and I love using it. So this particular blade has got a slight stonewash finish on it. It's ever so slight, but it does show up scratches more, which is not really what I want for a stonewash finish. I kind of want it to hide my scratches, but if you can see right at the top there, just about, there is a small scratch, and that was created by myself when I first got this knife. Other than that, it was in mint condition, hence why I paid RRP for it. Otherwise I wouldn't have, or at least tried to have got it a little bit cheaper, but it was mint condition, so I didn't mind paying that cost. So on to the centering, and as you can see, this is ever so slightly off. Let me see if we can get that right. So let's hold it this way. There we go, you can see that better. There we go. So as you can see, the centering is slightly off to the right, and the tolerances on this are just absolutely phenomenally close. And when I first got this, I was using it for a little bit, and then it started to become very not stiff. Basically, it was very loose. That's the word I was looking for. It was very loose when opening, and the pivot had worked its way loose. Now I had a read up on there was another review, a little write-up review on Heinie's website. It is still there. I will pop that in the description below for you to have a look if you're interested. But over time, this pivot does come loose from the factory, that is, and they had the exact same problem. And where that scratch came from is where it came loose, and like I said, there's such high tolerances, it actually scratched on the inside of this scale here as I was flicking it open, because I put enough pressure onto it that it actually shunted that way and took a nice little scratch out of my beautiful blade, and I was really not happy. Anyway, piss poor flick. Everybody likes a piss poor flick. On to the point number 5 again, which is the lock or stay in place system. So the other Surus, the non-Heinnie Haynes edition ones, had a flipper and it was a frame lock. Now this is an integrated detent system on this Heinnie Haynes edition version of the Suru, and as you can see, I'm not using any other form of closing. It is just closing on its own because of that detent system, which I absolutely love, which means it is UK friendly and I can carry that around because the blade is under 3 inches as well. We will get to that later on in the video as well. So on to the length, which is actually next, so we will have a look at that now. Let's see, it's definitely under 3, but I will tell you exactly. We are looking at 5 centimeters on the money, I'd call that. So that's basically 2 inches, 2-inch blade. And then the overall length we are looking at is, I'd call that 15 centimeters at its first point. And then on the closed formation, turn around that way. Ooh, what's that? Across there, call it 9, maybe 9.1 centimeters on the closed formation. So on to the screw size next, and we will go for the pivot, and I'm pretty sure that is this size here because I was pissing about with it. Oh no, maybe not. I was wrong. Onto this one. There we go, that's a bit better. So it's a little bit tight, a little bit loose, sorry, on there, but that is a T8, and you will need 2 of those, as you can see. There we go, that's nice and tight in there. Obviously, because I've used it on this side a lot more, it's just a little bit loose. And then we will go to, was it these? Yep, so nice and snug. Nice and snug. Nice and snug. Last one on there, and the 2 pocket screws again are a T6. So on to the next point, which is the logos. So you get the Fox Knives logo on there, very obvious in fact, which is really nice. However, it does get slightly hidden when closed, although you can see it a little bit. And on the back you have the Jesper Voxnays, I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I've mullered your name, Jesper. But you get the Vox logo on there, and then obviously M390 Maniaggio, Italy. I think that's how you say that one. But yeah, I'm loving this design, this sort of like bubble effect. I am, yeah, this is one of my grail knives, so I am absolutely stoked to have this. And obviously because I scuffed it, you could tell how annoyed I was on that front. Anyway, on to the hair pop test. Let's see if we've got some rolling around. Oh yeah, we've got a few going on here, so let's have a look see. Oh, hear that pop. So we have got, well, 2. That's because we're firing up the wrong way. Let's try over here. There we go, there's a few more on there. So it is still shaving sharp, and that is after an entire week of using it, and that is at home as well as at work, as well as carrying it as safely as I can in all safe places, obviously, because it is a UK friendly knife. So this has been through boxes, sheathing, cabling, carpet, paracord rope, all the usual stuff, so like all my other knives, and it has been phenomenal to use. The only issue was mainly when I was using it for cutting boxes. When I got to about this point here, after the belly, and yeah, I don't know, it just didn't seem to cut very well, and it took me a while to realize why, and I'm pretty sure it is because on the read up from Heinnie Haynes website, whoever the gent was who did review it, I can't remember the name, so I do apologize, but he done some awesome tests on it, and he actually realized that at the heel of the blade it was a 20-degree angle, and then it went all the way up to the point, and at the point, so around here, he was saying it was a 35-degree angle. So it has changed, and apparently that was that came out of the factory like that because Fox wanted to keep the width exactly the same across the entire edge. So that is a nice touch from Fox. However, I'm gonna reprofile this because it's just not working as well as I thought it would with cutting boxes and all of my daily tasks. It's just this tip here, it just doesn't work as well. Anyway, he did, the guy who done the review on Heinie's website, actually said he put a 15-degree edge on the entire way round, and he said it is much better, although you are sacrificing obviously a consistent width across the entire edge, but that is something I can live with. That is not a problem for myself. So just a brief size comparison before we go. We have got the Bokeh Plus Gust locker, and thought we'd go for a few of the brothers, the Heinnie obviously editions. That is the Manly Wasp, and as you can see it is quite a stumpy blade against that. And then obviously a Luna, everybody knows a Luna, so it is obviously really short against the Luna. It is mainly like the Peeler, or the Peeler, and here we have it. So this is the closest I can find to, in terms of obviously blade length and scale length as well, but that's what I would call pretty darn close in my opinion anyway. But there we have it. That is the Fox Suru, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've got any more questions, drop it down below in the comments. If you want to follow on Instagram, give us a follow. If you're not following already on YouTube and you want to see more, you know, click the subscribe button. I'll always be around, will you? Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.